Lego, boys and girls, Lego. What's up, Elko? 87, Carolina Big, TJ. Fingers wet. That's what she said. I'm hoping to go live when I get a good deal. It's supposed to rain. Doing a little bit I told y'all a story. I told y'all I wasn't going back live, but let me take you with you. Hey, 87, I don't know if you've seen this. Son of a gun, I dropped my damn charger in the water. I don't know if you've seen this, 87. Let me show you. 87, you still in here? Yeah, there's a million looms of light in here. I got to replace them. They're actually dirty, the lights. 87, you still in here? Mother. Yeah, there's a million looms of light in here. Probably. Oh, you still in here, 87? All right. Here you go, 87. One hand. Unlock it right here. Unlock it right here. Unlock it right there. One hand here. Put your foot right here. Just like that. One hand right here. Let me see. Back saver. Back saver. Back saver. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Back saver. Yep. I got that thing washed. Now we're cleaning the booth. Once I get this floor sprayed down, I'll shut the door. And we're good to go. Hey, if everybody missed it, I think yesterday was 87's daughter's birthday. If everybody missed it on 87's page, his daughter's birthday was yesterday. Yep. Yep, everybody drop in the chat and tell 87's daughter happy birthday. Everybody drop it down in the chat and tell 87's daughter's birthday happy birthday. Yep, she turned 21. She's a year older than my boy. Actually, she's about 6 months older, I guess. He turns 21 in January. So, everybody pushing snow. I ain't pushing. I'm pushing Adam's soap is what I'm pushing. I'm pushing Adam's soap is what I'm pushing. Yep. Let's everybody tell her happy birthday. Hey. I got a friend that calls me every year on my birthday, like 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning, and sings me happy birthday. So let's sing her happy birthday. Let me get my singing voice. Hold on, let me get me some water. Let me get me some singing juice. Let's see. Let me go in here. Let me go in here I'm trying this new Google Mesh system out. Check that out. So let's go in here in the mixing room. Turn this light on. And so I ain't got no noise. All right. Me. Happy birthday to you. 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 Happy birthday. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Everybody can sing happy birthday the right way. That ain't no fun. We got to do it the real way. Happy. Boy, I've been drinking some red Kool-Aid. I've been drinking that Kool-Aid. I know, right? I know that, right? I know that, right? Now, I can sing. I can sing if I want to. I can sing. I can get it down. I can get it. I can drop it down real low like Barry White and sing happy birthday. Happy birthday. Yeah. Ain't nobody got time for that. Ain't nobody got time. Ain't nobody got time for that. Life's too short to be serious. What's up, Cars in the Cut? You want me a what? Hold on, did I miss something? I got my daughter's toe up. I got my daughter's tore up on her. Oh man, gonna kill the light. Yeah, so hold on, did I miss something? Hold on. I'm getting her tore up. That's funny, man. That's funny. All right, let me get me some water. I don't need the pressure washer. Look here, watch this. Look at this. Quick, get this. Look, Jay got, look, quick disconnect. Come on, don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. Yeah, hold on a second, let's see. Yeah, the mixing room's in here. And then there's the other one and all that stuff, yep. I don't want to show too much of it. It's dirty. I got to clean it today for tonight. I'll see y'all soon. Like I said, I'm cleaning. And then once I get done cleaning, I'll shut the doors. There's my drain right there. It goes right to the septic tank. Yep. Yeah, so after this right here, I'm gonna take all the lights down and I'm gonna paint the walls back white. Well, actually spray them down with hot water. They got booth coating on them. And then replace some lights. And now when I paint the truck, I'll paper the floor. So when I paint the whole truck, I'll put construction paper down on the floor and tape it to the floor. But for this right here, I'm not gonna do that. Built yourself a nice little working contract. Yeah, so this booth is 24 by 24, like 12, 13-foot walls. It's fully insulated. Got an 80,000 BTU heat in here. It's got 36,000 CFM fans, and then a filter bank door. I built the doors so the doors can shut, and then I can regulate it with that. So, and then my air comes in right there from my shop. So, and then I got behind that wall right there, I have a 5-stage DeVilbiss typhoon system or tsunami system. Air filtration system. Actually got 2 of them. The only bad thing about it, when it rains really bad, the water runs across the concrete so fast the drain can't keep up with it, and it floods out a little bit. But other than that, it's okay. Yeah, I heard. Yeah, so this is a million looms worth of LED lights is in here. It's a million looms. Like I say, they're dirty. I just got to clean them. But I'm just cleaning the floor right now. So the next time I'm gonna wrap the lights in saran wrap, and then I won't have to worry about it. Just take the saran wrap off. But like I said, actually, yeah, so I have a regulator here. I got one there and I got one there. So that regulator over there stays at like 75 PSI. That's the regulator I use to spray bed liner. And this one right here, I got like at 52 PSI. So my main air line, this air line runs all the way. It's one continuous piece all the way to the backside of my shop. 300 and, let's see, this is 30, that's 100, like 350 foot. My air compressors are behind, my air compressor room is behind my big shop. And then the line goes through, it's my main, let me turn this around. So this is how my air goes. It's in my main tank. It's in my main compressor tank, which is 33 CFM at 90 at 175 PSI. It has a pre-cooler and a post-cooler, Curtis compressor. It comes out of that compressor, which is a 120-gallon tank. It comes out of that compressor into my secondary compressor, is just for backup. That's an 80-gallon tank. Then it comes out of that tank, goes through a cooler system, goes into a third tank, which is a 60-gallon tank. Then it comes out of that tank, goes through a 3-stage drying system, comes out of that system, goes through a Emersol Ram refrigerator dryer system. Then it feeds my whole shop, drop downs at each corner with regulators and drop downs. It comes out of that line, goes through another regulator system, high flow regulator system. Then it goes into the ground. It's buried 36 inches into the ground, one continuous piece of this rapid air system. It is 2-inch, it's a 2-inch line. It runs 175 foot, one piece from my main shop to my booth. When it gets to my booth, then it goes into another 80-gallon tank. It comes out of that 80-gallon tank, then runs through a 5-stage tsunami system, comes out of that system, and comes into that regulator right there. So I have completely dry air. Oh yeah, hold on a second. Yep, right there. Yep. It's about time, Elko. It's about time. All right, let's see. Hold on. Oh, I have no water. I have zero water. Zero water. I have zero moisture. Zero moisture and zero oil. I have zero. No air, no water whatsoever. None whatsoever. That's why I don't run a water trap on the end of my gun. That's why I don't run a fisheye eliminator. That's why I don't run any of that crap, because hell with it. Let's just wet it. Hell, let's just wet it. I don't have to run any of that stuff because I went OCD on my air system. I tell you what. Yes. So on every tank, so on my main tank, I have an auto drain. On my secondary tank, I have an auto drain. On my third tank, I have an auto drain. And then on this tank back here, I have an auto drain. So there's 4 auto drains on the system that go off every 10 minutes during the day. They go off every 10 minutes. I think that's how it's set up. I think you can do it like 30 seconds, 1 minute, 5 minutes, 10 minutes, and they all purge off. And the refrigerator dryer has a purge system. Has a purge system. Most high-end shops don't go through that one. Well, that might be true. I don't know. I know at Petty's we had 5 tsunami systems up there at Petty's, just in the restoration shop. And at least 5. Had no moisture, no water problems, no nothing. And then I've been at places where you turn on your DA and the sun was gonna spit out water like this water hose. I mean, you can't operate like that. I mean, you can't operate like that. OCD is not the term for that. You're on a, well, I don't know, man. I plan for the best and hope for the worst. So I don't know. Hey, I will tell you this. If I had to do, actually I have done this. I've had students ask me, about building a paint booth. How would they, if I had to do it all over again, how would I do it? And I told one guy, he lives down towards the coast. He said, if you was to do your paint booth over, what would you do? And I said, if I had to do my paint booth over again, I would put 3/4 PEX through the floor. I would put 3/4 PEX through the floor, and I would run it through a 100-gallon hot water heater. And I would put it on a circulator pump that would circulate 80-degree water through my floor. Like during the winter, I would come in here and I would circulate water all the time. But during the winter, I would flip the pump on and I would circulate hot water, 80-degree water, through my floor on a circulator pump all day. I would do it the whole day before I started to paint. And I would heat my floor up to 80 degrees. By doing that, the floor will radiate heat up, and then you wouldn't have to run that much heat. And he built his paint booth. Now, he didn't build one this big. He built one like 20 foot wide. He built one like 12 by 20, right? 12 by 22 or something like that. So it's 12 foot wide and 22 foot deep, right? And he built a mixing room off the side just like I did. Not as big, but he built a mixing room off the side just like I did. And he run 3/4 PEX in his floor before they poured the concrete. And then they poured the concrete, and he's got 3/4 PEX through his floor. all right? And then he run it through a 80-gallon hot water heater on a circulator pump. And he sent me a picture one day. It was 32 degrees outside. It was 32 degrees outside. And he was in his booth barefooted, and he zapped the floor with a heat gun, and his floor was 82 degrees. And his booth was like 72 degrees, and it wasn't even no heat on. There was no heat on. It was radiating off the floor. And then when he turned his heat on, it even made it even better. And he's like, dude, that is the best thing. That is the best idea that you've ever give. He said, man, that's the best thing I've ever heard of. So if anybody is going to build them a paint room, a paint booth to paint, it's going to cost a little extra more money, but I would put, now I wouldn't put heating elements in the floor because heating elements can go bad. PEX line don't go bad. Let's have something over it. There it is. PEX don't go bad. Heating elements go bad. So you can run 3/4 PEX through your floor, put your hot water heater in a separate room, run a 3/4 circulator pump. It runs on 110 and circulate hot water through your floor in the wintertime and radiate the floor. Because the floor is the worst, the concrete floor is the biggest consumption of heat because it's laying on the ground. So if the ground is 20 degrees, guess what? Your floor is 20 degrees. So yeah, 300 PSI water pressure, not air pressure. There's a difference. See, there's a lot of people will run PEX line as air line, and that's dangerous because see, water, that's dangerous. I know people that do it, and it's dangerous. This line right here is actually aluminum encased in polypropylene. It's that rapid air kit, so it's just like copper. So let's see. Oh, I don't know about that, Cars. I try. Hey, Cars, look, that mesh is working pretty good, man. That Google mesh. Hey, so I just want to give y'all, I want to give Cars in the Cut a little shout out. Cars in the Cut told me to get this Google mesh system. So I got this Google mesh system, and I got it on Amazon. And basically, this thing is not hooked up to no internet. There's nothing but a power cord, right? That thing is Google meshed to a router that's up there at the shop, and I got good service. Now I'm standing right here in the booth, no problem whatsoever, and we're good to go. So yeah, and Pal J, I just got it today, and I hooked it up, and it's working. It seems to be working out pretty good. So far, so good. So far, so good. Yeah, like I said, I appreciate every single one of you that's on here. Let me show you this. I got to put filters. So I cut blue filters and I put them in here, but I built this. So this is how I put my filters in. You open these doors and then you put your filters in and then you shut the doors. I built all this. And then you put this up there like this, and then you lock it down, and then that's the filter. So this is fan number 1. That's fan number 2, right there. And then there's that door. That door shuts, and that door shuts. Here, I'll just show you. Let me plug my phone up, and I'll show you. Y'all hang tight. Don't go nowhere. Hang tight. My phone's down in the. All right, so let me show you. So I shut my doors, right? And then I can, you can't see this, but then I can regulate it. I can change that, and that changes the door, right? Or changes the airflow, right? So let me tell you how to, so let me tell you how to figure this up. If you want to figure out how much CFM you got to have in a room, you do the length. You do length times the width times the height of the back wall. Shit, I just forgot it. I'll have to put it in the post. So you do the length. What is it? It's what is it? It's parts per minute, parts. Oh man, I might have to do a separate video. It's length times the width and the height of the back wall, and then divided by, man, I can't remember. Damn. Anyways, it come up to be 32,000 CFM. That's how much to have 100%. Oh, that's it. Length times width times height times 100. That's it. Length times width times the height of the back wall times 100. And that will give you the CFM at 100 parts exchange per minute, right? So that came up to be 28,000 or something. So these two fans right here together, with not upgrading the pulleys, those are sealed fans. They're explosion-proof sealed fans. It came up to be 32,000 CFM, right? To remove the air in here at 100 parts per minute, right? Okay, so now if you want to have so let me do this. So if you want to figure out a positive pressure boost versus a negative pressure, a positive pressure, you want to have more exhaust than you do intake, right? So let's say this. Let's say you got 32,000 going out and you got 32,000 coming in. So that cancels each other out. So that's zero, right? So you got 32 out and 32 in. That's zero. So that's neutral, right? It's neutral. So if I take a spray can, spray it, it's just going to gradually go out. It's positive. I got the same amount going out as I got coming in. So you want to have less. You want to have less coming in and more going out. That will make it negative, right? So that's negative, right? Because you're taking out more. Therefore, it creates a vacuum, which is a negative pressure, right? If you have more air coming in and less air going out, that is a positive. So you're going to push air out. So what that does is, have you ever been to a paint booth and you see that little mercury gauge on the side and it's in the green, but then it's in the positive or negative, and you go over here to open the door to go, that is positive pressure. That means in the booth than there is outside, and when you go to open the door just swings out really fast. So that's positive, right? So then if you have it where you turn the fans on and shut the doors, now if I pull this door all the way down and seal it and turn that fan on over there and open that door right there, it will open my side door over there. That sun gun will open up. It will open that sun gun up like nobody's business. So what I did is I also put filters on the outside of my windows. So I can raise these windows to regulate the air pressure. Because what was happening is I had a vortex right here in the corner right here. The air was coming out, it was coming through, and it was turbulence right here. And I was getting a lot of dead space, right? So what I did is I went on the outside of the booth and I built filter banks on the outside of the windows so I could raise these windows to pull in fresh air right here on this side. to knock the pressure down. If I had to do it all over again, I wouldn't have had them put a window here. I would have built a filter bank right here, and I'd have put 4 20 by 20 filters here, and I would have put 4 20 by 20 filters here, and right here I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I got 16 here. So if I had 4 on that side, 16 in the middle, and 4 on that side, I could definitely regulate my air a whole lot better. But this boot's been built for a pretty good while, and I figured it out. I figured out what works and what don't work. Like I said, if I could build, hold on a second. Hold on. Let me see. It says, if I could build what JG has, I'd never. Hold on a second. I'm lost. Hold on a second. I'm lost. Hold on. I missed something. I missed something somewhere. Hold on a second. What the hell did I miss? Okay. Cars and cut down until you got a cot lock ready to rock. I need a fan. Okay, so equal or less is not what I was thinking. Cars in the cut, what are you talking about? If I could build, if I could build what JG has, I'd never come home. Well, man, I don't live but right there. My house is right there, Cars. I just walk to work. If he could build what you have, he would never come. All that Diddy oil cut just smashed. So, I had to plug my phone back up. It's getting down to, it was down to 4%. I had a cars in the cut moment. My phone was going dead. Oh, concrete per yard. Yeah, you boys is paying out the ass for concrete, man. I mean, y'all are paying out the ass. Out the ass. So what I'm doing is I'm just washing the boot down. And I'll let this stuff dry. All day tomorrow. Oh yeah, cars in the cut. You don't want me to tell you what concrete is here. You definitely don't want me to tell you what concrete's here. Y'all see how easy that was? What's up, 87? 60 for 60 pads, 90 grand on. That's rough, boys. That's rough. That's rough. That's rough. Well, I tell you what, if concrete was that price here, I couldn't have the concrete that I had. I couldn't have it. down really, really good. Hopefully the rest of all the red hydraulic stuff will be here tomorrow. And get everything washed down really, really good. And then let everything dry tomorrow. And then Thursday, the plan is to come in here. The plan is to come in here and start putting some color on it. Start putting some color on it. Don't do 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 it. Oh yeah, and this floor, oh there's something else I was gonna tell you too. From corner to corner, so from corner to corner, this room is 24 by 24. So if you measure from this corner to that corner and from that corner to that corner with a string line, the center of that drain is 3 inches lower than the rest of it. So everything just goes right down into the hole. Holy shit, man. All right, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, let's just do one walk around and tap in. So that's about it, boys and girls. Oh yeah, Cars and Cut. I'm waiting to see your project. So, anyways, boys and girls, that's it. That's where we're at. We're at the 43-minute mark. I appreciate every single one of you. Also, you see these banners? Y'all see these banners that I put in the booth? Y'all see this? Some of these things is leaving here. If you're not putting paper in Jay's pocket, you ain't getting no advertisement on the wall. So that's it, boys and girls. That's about it. So I appreciate you, boys and girls. Hit that subscribe button. Hit that notification bell. Man, I'd have to check and see. I think we up to 38,000 or 38, Lord have mercy, 3,823 right now. So the goal is to hit 4,000 by the end of the week, and maybe painting this truck bed will put me over 4,000. So I appreciate every single one of you. Remember what I said, boys and girls, don't worry about the man up the road or down the road. Sweep off your own front porch while sweeping off anybody else's. Put God first, at least in drag. Peace, chicken grace. I'm out.